out of sleep.
In and out of sleep.
Hopefully you can trust me now.
I do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do.
Good.
Whole Me Too movement.
Hashtag me too. Hi. So I haven't really posted on this channel in the past couple of days or my other channel, and I'm alive. The FBI didn't get me. I know some of you guys are worried, but I just kind of want to talk to you guys about what's been happening the past couple of days, because a lot has happened and it's been really stressful. The past couple of days have been filled with just a lot of manipulation, in particular manipulating my own words against me to make me do things that I don't want to do and I don't feel comfortable doing, and a lot of Nikocado Avocado using his platform to threaten me and to bully me. At this point, my home safety is kind of in question, so normally I wouldn't talk about stuff like this or make a video on it. I've been pretty vocal that a lot of things can just be solved offline, but because of how extreme things have gotten recently, I just want to share my side. I feel like I've been manipulated by fear that I can't say no to him. I just want to take back my power to say no. Not feel like someone's holding this thing over me and threatening me. I feel like in normal circumstances I probably wouldn't share private text messages or private DMs, but because of his constant just over and over again twisting my words, I just feel like it's necessary, and I'm only going to be using conversations that have to do with this matter of my safety, my security, and the way that he's been threatening me. Before I get started into sharing everything that's happened, I just want to read to you guys some definitions, because I feel like I didn't know what was happening to me. And I wish I had known what the true definition of these things were, because I feel like, I don't know, maybe I could have prevented it, maybe I could have stood up to him, maybe I could have said no, maybe I wouldn't have gotten this far if I knew what was happening. So mental manipulation is when people seek to exploit things that are the foundation of relationships, such as trust, understanding, and mutual respect, in order to benefit themselves in some way. And some very easy ways that you can spot manipulation in terms of emotionally and mentally is, for one, they use your words against you to make you do something you don't want to do. Two is that they don't really care for how you're feeling. Three is that they make you feel guilty or ashamed. I'm gonna leave some articles and videos in the description because those help me a lot. Maybe you might be experiencing something like it, so I'm just gonna leave those linked below. So going back to the story, I feel like the story happened a year ago, which it happened with Shookbug and Veronica Wang, and I never thought I'd be talking about this online, but here I am. That was kind of when Nick and I had our first interactions on a personal level through Instagram DMs. We spoke about what happened. From his side, it was more of him trying to clarify how I was involved or if I was involved, and also he wanted me to make a video on my side of the story. I had told him that I wasn't involved. I don't think I need to make a video. It was just back and forth of that. Not too long after, he asked me if I wanted to collab with him. I remember specifically being transparent with him and letting him know I don't want to collab just because I feel like the drama is too fresh. I feel like me being in a video with him would just stir things up again, and so for all those reasons I was transparent and I said no. From then we still didn't really have much communication up until August. He came to Los Angeles and he had asked if I wanted to collab, and for other reasons I turned him down. Now at this point I was like, you know, I still feel like I want to meet him in person. You know, if he's in LA, I also felt like I turned down two collabs, like let's meet. So I had set up this dinner with me, Zach, and Nick at Hot Pot. Honestly, immediately going in, I was nervous. I definitely had a guard up because I was like, oh, anytime we've talked before, he's just been asking nonstop about Veronica. And so I even went in with this gift of like a bottle of champagne and these macaroons, because I wanted him to know that like, hey, I didn't say no to you in your collabs because I don't like you, you know? And so immediately when I met him, I could probably say that I was kind of taken aback by how comfortable he was. He just kept saying like, yeah, that's online. You can trust me.
Hopefully you can trust me now.
I do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do.
Good.
Like, I'm not gonna say whatever you say online, that's online. And so I just felt like, oh, like that makes sense. He even opened up to me first, which made me feel really good. I felt like, oh wow, he trusts me. And so I started opening up, and obviously the conversation did lead to Shookbug and Veronica. And I feel like in any other situation, I would never want to put this online. But because I feel like this is something that he's kind of holding over my head right now, kind of twisting my words, I just want to share with you some things that I shared with him, and it has nothing to do with shukbang. And it is also another reason why I never made a video about this in the first place. Veronica and I have a very interesting relationship. She mentioned me in a video when I was so small, and she gave me a shout out, so that's kind of where our relationship started. And I just remember feeling like, oh my gosh, she gave me a shout out, and I just replayed that part where she said my name over and over again. I was like, oh my gosh. And she was always so encouraging. She always told me, you know, you're doing amazing, like, don't give up, like, you're doing great, sweetie. I'm just kidding. And even though all that happened, when we first met in LA, when we filmed all of our collabs, that was the first time we met in person. And I could say that we have very different personalities. We have, let me tell you, so the things I told him, because I feel like I don't want them to get twisted, but she was dyeing her hair pink at the time. And that pink hair almost killed me. That pink hair almost killed me. I was driving around town, like, we were picking up hair dye. She canceled on a video because she wanted to dye her hair again. It was a lot. And these are things that